Hey guys, Nate and Scott here with PlayYourCourt.com. Today we're going to show you how to hit that overhead smash over the fence.
Oh yeah.
After they bounce, of course.
All right guys, today we're talking about the overhead smash and specifically where you really spike the ball down, get it up over the fence. One of the most fun shots in tennis to hit. This video is for players with a Play Your Court rating of 70 and up. If you don't know what a Play Your Court 70 is, join the community already. If you guys like, I know, I'm getting heated. If you guys like what you see here on YouTube with Nate and I promise you're gonna love what's inside the community. So all jokes aside, seriously, click the button link below, check it out. Promise you won't be let down. So let me pick my weapon up here, and I'll be honest with you, I'm very comfortable hitting overheads over the fence, and I know it involves a lot of wrist snap down, but I think you're probably better at coaching it. So why don't I'll show them, you tell them.
Way better at coaching it.
Way better at hitting them.
All right, so guys, what we're talking about with smashing the overhead over the fence, this is about hitting a winner, right? Not to be confused, like we don't want you hitting it over the fence unless it's hit in your opponent's court. This is a fun one, and guys, it's not about power. I think that's the misconception, is a lot of players get out there and they really try to hit hard. And the problem is if you end up going through the court, like if you're swinging through the shot, you can't get the ball over the fence. Yeah. So when serving, we're taught to hit up and out and not to hit down. This is actually not the case on this particular overhead, because this overhead can only be done in close proximity to the net.
I gotta highlight this because I think this is a huge misconception. When you're seeing pros bounce the ball over the net, they are not 10, 20 feet back from the net. They're usually right up on top of the net. They're usually right on top of the net where they can hit the ball, and the ball is gonna land very close to the net on the other side of the court, allowing that sharp spike back up to go over the fence.
Yeah, the further back they go, the more the defensive the overhead, then they're going up and out. But this one, it's all about getting on top of that ball. Let's get up to the net. We'll get in demo mode. We'll show you how to do it. All right, guys, so we're up here at the net, and the first thing that we're going to focus on is the wrist snap. What we want to make sure we have for a grip is a Continental Grip. All right, remember, this is where the web of your hand, the V is sitting on the top where you can read who makes your racket. All right. Some of you are going to be tempted to do this with the frying pan grip, a semi-western grip, and you're going to immediately know if it's wrong if your elbow is flaring out, because with the wrong grip, you can see my arms jumping all over the place. With the Continental Grip, what I want to do is I want to lay the racket back and I want to focus on this snap. All right, and this is going to help me get the feeling of this overhead and the way that I snap down. All right, this is pronation. So what ends up happening at this snap is I'm turning it over and I'm getting what would be on the overhead. I'm getting on top of the ball and pushing the ball down. Showing you left-handed for the sake of the video, but as I demo it through the right hand, there's something else that happens that's really important. This next progression, once you feel this, try doing it above your head to where the racket's back and you're snapping, right? So I'm here and I'm snapping this way, right? So, and we all know in the overhead, this is important as well. We don't want to draw the sword from all the way down from the ground. We're not drawing it from the sheath. We're starting up in trophy stance. So as the racket drops, it snaps, okay? But this is the part that's really important to make sure that you get the big bounce off this particular overhead smash. When you hit this ball, you're snapping and you're allowing the racket to lead the elbow. So you can see the racket is going down and the elbow is going up. You can kind of envision old Pete Sampras, right? Jumping up, that big sky hook, getting it through here, and you can see the elbow stays up. So if you imagine, like, kind of like the way the snake for plumbing cleans a drain, right? Like, you're gonna let the racket go first, and then the arm is gonna follow it down. If you swing through, you're not going to get the trajectory you want. You're gonna go through the court, and you're not gonna get that big snap off the ground. We'll get Scott out here. We'll show you a couple more progressions so you can really get this and finally smash some overheads over the back fence after they hit the ground. So in the first progression here, you're gonna see me feeding the ball to Scott. And what he's gonna do is practice his positioning. And as we said, he's gonna be really close to the net. Practicing the position is key here because with his left hand, he's going to catch the ball directly underneath the ball. If he was to reach out for the ball, he'd hit the ball into the net. And if the ball was behind him, he would be hitting trajectory up. And we want this ball straight down. So as he catches the ball, you're gonna see him hitting the big smash focusing on the pronation, the wrist snap, and allowing that racket to lead and having the elbow still up in the air, following the racket through the follow through. All right, in this next progression, what you're gonna see is Scott is now hitting the overhead. He's got the positioning correct, left hand up underneath the ball, and here he's really focused on getting on top of this ball, forcing it down and up and over the fence.
All right, guys, simple but hopefully super fun instruction. When you get out there, remember, snap your wrist, let that wrist lead the elbow. That's how you're gonna get those overheads spiking up over the back fence.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button. If you never want to miss a Play Your Court video, hit subscribe. And guys, definitely check out the community. Such cool stuff in there. My favorite personal feature, after you get in the community and you get these challenge matches, you can get in there and get real-time coaching. If your backhand, your volley, your serve, whatever's bothering you, you can basically communicate that with us, and we're gonna send you the coaching you need to fix it so you won't take another loss. You can get back out on the court and fix what's broken. Guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
See you guys soon.